welcome to my channel. My name is George and this is Before 30. I'm so excited to have you guys watching this vlog. I am so grateful. All right, welcome to the show. In case it's your first time on this vlog, on this channel, please, this is Before 30 and it's a platform where we feature the young, the vibrant and the amazingly talented Nigerians who are making impact in the society. Yes, those who are below the age 30. So if you are under 30 and you are getting it, this is a platform to be on, the platform to talk to us. Let's share your story. Let someone get inspired by your story. All right, guys, welcome to the show. Today I have someone who is quite interesting. I'm excited about this one. I'm very excited. I'm talking to a lady, actually. Okay. Her name is Temitayo Olukayode. Before I even tell you so much about her, please, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I beg you, subscribe. It's free. Just click the red button, subscribe, I beg you. Like this video, like the other ones, drop your comments, share it, please, I beg you. Let Before 30 go viral, please. All right, yeah, back to it. So I'll be talking to Temitayo Olukayode. She is a first-class graduate from the University of Lagos and she owns a foundation, the Temitayo Foundation, where she caters to people who are underprivileged. She is a caregiver. She is passionate about it. She's passionate about seeing kids off the street. She's passionate about taking care of the orphans. She's passionate about taking care of the old people. In fact, one of her goals, one of her dreams is to own an old people's home and also to own an orphanage. She is passionate about this and this is really commendable. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, stay tuned because the show continues in a moment with myself and Temitayo Olukayode. Don't go anywhere.
This is Before 30.
So hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's Before 30. Like I told you guys that I have someone with me today and so when I heard about this lady, I don't want to say so much about her. I already told you guys who she is. Her name is Temitayo and she is the first class graduate from the University of Lagos. That's amazing. That took a lot of hard work to achieve, and I must say congratulations on that. And then she has an NGO, a foundation where she looks after young people and even older persons, sees how she can help people get better versions of themselves. That's amazing. But let's start with the academical aspect. First class from the University of Lagos. What course again?
History and Strategic Studies.
Okay, so tell us, how did that happen? I know it took a lot of hard work. How did it happen?
Okay, first, embarking on my undergraduate studies, I made up my mind that I was going to be the best in my class. So the determination started from within. I knew what I wanted and I went for it. So it was not easy, but the determination helped me put everything together.
That's amazing. Determination. Okay, so I've heard you schooled in Lagos and then you grew up in Lagos, right? And I see that you're a fashionista in some way. Okay, so I've had a talk with someone who also had a first class, and then what he told me was that when he got into school, his idea actually, his intent was actually to come out to the first class, and then getting into school, he thought that, okay, to achieve this, I'm going to be a bookworm, a nerdy person, no play and stuff. I'll just be reading every time. For you, how did it happen? Well, for him, he didn't end up that way. He ended up being social, but still came up to the first class. How was yours?
Okay, I am a very fashionista person and I love to look good. Even it got to the point that during my exams, I always love looking beautiful to write my exams. You know, the normal conception that when you're writing exam, you're supposed to look a certain way. So I dress very beautiful to write my exam. So being a fashionista didn't obstruct my academics. I made sure I gave everything time accordingly. I did everything accordingly, so I don't face any challenges.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So if you have such dreams to get a first class in school, you don't need to be a bookworm. You don't need to, I don't know how to put it, but you understand what I mean. All right, so that's amazing. And then looking at your foundation, the Temitayo Foundation.
Yeah.
Tell us more about it.
Okay. Temitayo Foundation started when I was in my 400 level. It was around my birthday, so I prayed to God that God should. I wanted to do something differently for my birthday. I wanted God to direct me. So I just got the inspiration that okay, start something to help other people. Just do something. So I spoke to my friend about it that I would like to just start taking care of underprivileged children and older citizens, because I feel that old people they are very neglected in society. People don't really reach out to them. So I started the foundation and I established a 10-member team. So we source for our contributions revenue internally. So we've also been able to reach out to underprivileged children in Little Saint orphanage home. We also went to Badagry. We also visited mission communities. So we've been doing the best we can to help.
That's amazing. That's really amazing. If you're out there and you don't know how to go about it, like she said she had to ask God for the direction and God gave her direction. You want to ask God what you are called to do. So tell me, is this you fulfilling purpose? Do you think this is purpose for you, and how would you say that this has helped you feel very comfortable about yourself, that you're fulfilling purpose?
Okay, helping other people actually gives me a sense of fulfillment, because once I reach out to other people, I feel happy and I feel very encouraged to do more. It doesn't mean that I expect anything in return, but seeing other people living their best life is one of the major goals for me, and seeing me doing it, seeing me living it makes me very confident and impressed that okay, I'm actually living life. I'm not just existing. I'm making impact. So that's it for me.
That's great. That's great. I must commend all that you do, really.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so looking at, let's say, projecting in the next 5 years. Okay, this is a before 30 show.
Yes.
And before you hit 30, what are you looking at achieving? Maybe are there other things that are cooking up outside the foundation? What are the things that we want to expect?
Okay, first I'm going to be advancing my educational career to the next level. Then for my foundation, I hope one day, even before 5 years, I hope to establish maybe an orphanage home and establish old people's home where I can bring these old people together, provide basic needs for them.
Wow, that's great. That's great. Huge dream there. Very big
Thank you
dream.
so much.
I must commend you all that you do. I really, I mean, there's this thing I always feel when I see fellow young people, especially ladies who are doing so well to, make impact in society. It's quite commendable. And understand the fact that you can be a slave queen and still make it back.
Please, why do you call me a slave queen?
Okay, no, maybe
I would like to know.
maybe I've done some little research here and there. I saw the last picture you posted on LinkedIn or the picture.
I just love to look good, and I feel you shouldn't judge people by how they look. You should give them a chance to express themselves, because you really can't sum up everything by mere looks. There's something inside everyone of us, so developing it is one of the major goals here.
Amazing. Alright, so let's drift a little bit. This show is called Before 30 and it was born out of a passion to, prove wrong the narrative that the Nigerian youth is lazy. I'm sure you must have heard some time ago when that comment was made. So, and now I want to ask you, because I always ask everybody on this show, do you think that the Nigerian youth is lazy?
I feel Nigerian youth are very hardworking, they are determined and they are dedicated. So the narrative that Nigerian youth are lazy is something that should not even be said at all, because Nigerian youth are doing well in all spheres of life. So We should actually commend them for that.
You hear that?
Yes.
So if you're part of those who believe that Nigerian youths are lazy, I think you need to think again.
Yes, I agree.
Alright, so a quick dive into the educational system. I think you're a believer in education, but I've heard a lot of young persons, because I've had to talk to a lot of persons. Some people have told me, we live in a country where education is really not, beneficial. And all of it, but I still keep preaching there is a need to acquire education. What's it for you? What do you think about education? Is it overrated, or what's it for you really?
Okay, I believe that this narration that education is a scam, that's something that should be rephrased. Actually, education is not a scam. You need to get educated, because once you're educated, it just makes things easier for you, and you don't need to cut corners to attain anything you want to achieve. So education is a scam is not true. You have to be educated, and that even keeps you at the top. So please strive to be educated.
You really need to try to be educated, because I actually have a friend who is currently, she runs a business. She produces nylon bags, any kind of nylon bags. So we were classmates actually at school, and after school she went ahead to do her master's in real life, and then she worked for some years and then stopped working and started to delve into the business. So she was, because sometimes when you see her, the way she's dressed and everything, going from market to market. So she said some of her clients would look at her and think she's not educated. But when she talks, they're like, whoa, what's up? So she said one of the days, one of them came and kind of, I wanted to run her down, and then she had to open her profile. Like, what do you think? I'm a mass comm graduate, and I hold a master's degree in mass comm as well. The lady she said the client was like, wow, so what are you doing? She goes, so it gives you, when you're educated, I believe it helps you, and she runs the business so well. Actually, her mom was one running the business, so she decided to leave her job and then come take over, and the business is on another level now. She has several shops in Lagos, about 3 now, which was just 1 before. She has 3 now where she produces 3 factories, and that's amazing. So education, I believe, helps you, it gives you a leverage above people who are not educated.
Yes, I agree with
That's
that.
amazing. That's amazing. Yes, she agrees with that. So it's so fantastic. Believe you, having you on the property, it's amazing.
Thank you.
The fact that it happened within such a short while is amazing.
Yes.
And I appreciate you for that. Tell me a little bit about your mentor. I see you always put up a piece about your mentor. Tell me a little bit about him.
Okay, his name is Mr. David Temitayo. There was a post that was everywhere on social media, WhatsApp, Instagram, talking about how you wanted to help youth, graduates, revamp their CV. So I applied, I messaged him, and I reached out to him. So we spoke, and then I told him I'm a first-class graduate from the University of Lagos, and he was surprised. And he told me he runs a mentorship platform, and I actually paid for it. Since then, we've been utilizing LinkedIn, and he has been mentoring me, putting me through how to go about everything I need to know how to do. So he also assisted me with my CV. So he has been of great help to me.
That's great. So guys, if you leave without a mentor, I don't think that's ideal, because everybody needs a mentor, right? Someone who puts you through, someone who tells you this is how to go about things and all. That's ideal. You need to take that from Temitayo. Yeah, so get yourself a mentor, guys. Alright, so it's amazing talking to you. I wish we could go on and on and on, but I know we have a little time for we chat more, and then we'll get to talk about new things that you are going to be inventing, because I see you inventing so much all the time. Alright, so it's a pleasure having you.
Thanks for having me.
I wish you all the best in all that you do, and I mean, the sky is only the starting point. So, alright, so guys, that was the chat with Temitayo, and if you're not inspired, I don't know what else would inspire you. There's so much you must have learned from this conversation, really. If you didn't learn anything, learn that you need to be dedicated to your academics. That's if you're still in school. And then if you have passion about something, follow through it. And sometimes you need to ask God, not sometimes, all the time. Ask God to give you direction. He will give you direction, and get yourself a mentor. Alright guys, thank you so much. It's bye from myself and Temitayo.
Bye.
This is Before That.